Hello and welcome to our first Market Alert video of 2025. Happy New Year to everyone. I am Ken Moraif, the founder and CEO of Retirement Planners of America. And we are a firm that we specialize in working with people who are over 50, who are retired or retiring soon. And our singular goal is to create as many SCWPS as we possibly can. If you don't know what SCWPS is, it's the acronym for Second Childhood Without Parental Supervision. When a client of ours retires, we want them to go play, have fun, enjoy, and not worry about all this boring financial stuff. Let us do it for you so that you don't have to. Our website is RPOA.com, and this is our fearless forecast video for 2025. And I put parentheses around it with a big giant not, to quote Borat, because, man, this year is it's just too confusing right now to be able to make any sort of a forecast. And I want to dive into it, but I got to tell you a quick thing here. You know, I raised three daughters. They're both grown now. One of them has brought us my first grandson, and has another one on the way. My middle one has one on the way. So, God willing, here in the next few months, we'll have 3 grandchildren. But be that as it may, we went on vacation with the fam. And, the 3-year-old, the grandson, he's willful. And so there are moments when I'm applying my fatherly discipline, if you will. And my daughter's like, "Daddy, that's not how you do it." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? I raised you. And your 2 sisters. I know more about this than you do." But it's her son, and so therefore I defer. She's the boss, not me. Anyway, let's talk about why the fearless forecast is so confusing. One of the biggest reasons is, and so vague, because there's such a wide array of possibilities of what could happen. And so let me kind of go through with you, I guess, why we're not going to do our fearless forecast in this video for the first time in many, many years. We're going to do it. We're going to wait till probably the end of February. I know it's kind of cheating a little bit, but we need a little bit more visibility. One of the primary causes of our inability to see the future is the unpredictability of the president-elect. Donald Trump has a way of doing things that nobody thought were going to happen. And so to try to predict him is very, very difficult. One thing we do know is that he's planning on having tariffs. And the concern that many people have is that tariffs are inflationary. If you put a tariff on something, it makes it more expensive. The consumer therefore has to pay a higher price, and that's inflationary. And, according to economics, that's true. But if you look at President Trump's first term, he had all kinds of tariffs, and we had the lowest inflation in decades. So it isn't a foregone conclusion that his tariffs will be inflationary. The second thing that we have is our Federal Reserve, which to me feels like they don't know what they're doing. They have every forecast they've made practically has been incorrect. Does anybody remember when they said that inflation was transitory? Like it's going to pass. It's only here a little bit and it'll be gone soon. Well, no, it wasn't. It's still with us. And then last year they lowered interest rates because they said, inflation's come under heel. Well, no, it didn't. As we said, inflation's going to keep going up. Don't lower interest rates yet. Well, they did, and inflation went back up again. So that right now seems to have been a mistake. So predicting what the Fed's going to do is really hard because they don't know what they're doing. So they're going to be data dependent, which they've said they're going to be now, rather than try to forecast, which in our view, they should be anyway. No matter what your forecast is, if the data comes in different, then you're going to react to that data, right? So you should be data dependent, period. Forget the forecasting. But anyway, I think it's human nature to try to forecast, as this segment, this video implies. So the Federal Reserve, it's going to be difficult to predict what they're going to do as well because it's going to be data dependent, and that's going to be dependent on President Trump as well. Now, the biggest one that we think is of concern this year is the pricing for perfection that the market and consumer confidence and the general confidence we have right now in the aftermath of the election. Now, of course, we hope Donald Trump will be the most successful president who's ever walked the earth. We want any of our presidents to be successful. If they're successful, the country is successful, then it should be the case. However, when you have this confidence that he's going to do everything right, that he's going to fix everything, that it's all going to be taken care of, and it's going to be done quickly. In the real world, things don't work that way. They don't get fixed quickly, and everything doesn't get fixed. So reality is going to face the perception that everything is going to go so well. And when those two meet, it could cause a sell-off in the market when there's a realization that things are not going to go as quickly as anticipated, and maybe the success will not be as great. So a lot of uncertainty, and therefore the array of potential outcomes is too broad right now for us to be able to make our fearless forecast. So what we're going to do is be data dependent. And one of the most important things that we believe is that you should have a strategy to address when bad times come. Because, if you think about Y2K, nobody saw that coming. In fact, in Y2K, what happened, that was the dot-com tech bubble. Every time the market went down, people saw that as a buying opportunity. Buy, buy, buy. Every time, it's on sale. Buy them now. They're down. Well, in November of 2007, our strategy, Invest and Protect, said, get out, sell everything. And that was not well received by many people. In fact, there were articles written about us as being foolish. Well, guess what happened? Soon after that, the market went down, the second worst bear market since the Great Depression in 2008. And we stayed out for all of that. We advised our clients to be in cash for all of that. And then, in the pandemic, the same thing happened there. The day before the pandemic, our strategy said to get out and protect. The day before the pandemic was announced, who knew there was going to be a pandemic, right? It came out of nowhere. So bad things come out of nowhere. They're generally not ones that are predicted in advance. And therefore, having a strategy to address those, we think, is extremely important. And in our firm, we do, because we work with people who can't afford to take large losses. If you're within 5 years of your retirement, or you're in the first 5 years of your retirement, and you lose 25, or gosh, I hope it doesn't happen, 50% of your money, can you still retire? Can you still stay retired? Can you support the lifestyle that you want? Probably not. And those are our clients, and we want to protect them from that. So that's why we have that strategy. Now, if you are over 50, if you are retired or retiring soon, go to our website, RPOA.com. We have seminars, we have videos, we have articles, we have podcasts, we have tons of information to help you to achieve, hopefully, squipperness, as we call it. Once you retire, and if you're a client of ours, you become a squipper, and your job is to go and squipper your little tail off. We have cleanup crews. Don't even worry about it. We'll pick up all the tails. So thank you for watching this video. Share it with your friends, family, anybody you'd like, and certainly we'll talk soon.